Okay, so we know we're gonna talk to your crone.
She's changing.
Oh, kill her! Kill her!
Roll initiative.
No!
We've mentioned
So close.
we've mentioned shopping a few times.
Yeah.
Can I help you? Are you looking for something?
Yes. Hello. I'm looking for something, that could... I don't know if it's maybe a potion or maybe a necklace or some sort, but where someone couldn't see you.
And he pulls out this small kind of balm vial, roughly about the size of a hockey puck or so, and opens it up a bit and goes, "If this is placed upon your person, smeared into the skin and soaks within, for the next hour you will be avoiding any sort of prying magical eyes from a distance, immune to being scryed upon."
How much is that? I'll buy it.
He scoots it forward to you happily, grins. Anything else Theodore can do for you?
No, but if this doesn't work, I expect to get my money back, and if not...
Well, sales are final.
We'll see about that. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh no.
As you walk away, you hear this.
Next, I'd like to buy a lovely flower, like a silver flower,
A silver flower.
or white, or anything.
White's easier.
Sure.
Silver flower could be done if it's painted. But yeah, white flower you find for 2 copper.
And then
Easy.
Lastly, the components to make a new fluffernutter.
I was kind of wondering the market and sort of bump into Veth while looking for flowers as well.
Oh, what are you doing here?
What? Well, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, I just bought a flower. It's really nice and pretty.
That's a gorgeous. What kind of flower is that?
I didn't ask. I'm not very good with this stuff.
What do you think of these other flowers?
Oh. I mean, they're all nice. I got this one for you, though.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, I thought you could give it to Yasha.
Really? Mm-hmm. I was here looking for flowers for Yasha.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I just love you so much. Give me the hug.
Oh, I'm in your belly button now.
You are. It's a beautiful flower.
It's big. I
know.
thought maybe you could talk to Jester and she could make it into some sort of corsage-y thing, or I don't know. I don't know what girls like.
What do you think of this bow tie over here at this other kiosk?
Bow tie?
Yeah, this guy over here is here. It's like a houndstooth.
Oh, I'll take a look.
What do you think? It's blue. Is it
For you?
houndstooth is a lot, isn't it?
Are you... For you? Like to dress up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I'd like a gift. It's a weird thing to give a bow tie.
No, it's for me.
Oh, then I think it's excellent.
Yeah?
See if they have it in like turquoise or something.
Yeah, it's just the navy probably clashes a bit.
No, I don't know. I think it looks good.
Do you
Let
have
me
it in
see it on.
Do you have it in turquoise?
It can be acquired.
Priceless.
I don't want to wait for a commission.
Just do the
This
blue.
navy's
do
good.
the blue.
You don't have to wait for a commission. I
It's
just have
fine.
to check down the street. I got friends who have.
Okay. Oh, you got no.
It's really...
Never mind. Get out of my place then. Gee.
That guy's gonna die.
Thought the customer was always right, but
I think it looks very distinguished
okay.
and smart and not trying too hard. It's just like a little.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'll pay.
I sort of asked Yasha out on a date.
So did I. I kind of knew. I'm sneaky that way. And I'm excited for you. Do you think you're going to finally, do it? Not it, but like go on a date.
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna do it?
I am going into this with no expectations and on Yasha's terms and her timeline.
I mean, absolutely. It's all about what Henry Crabgrass says, right?
100%.
Totally. Just
Consent.
Let her guide you. But if you had your druthers,
I mean,
yeah,
but we'll see.
no expectations.
I need a shower.
Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. She's, Jorhassian. I don't know. I don't think Jorhassian ladies shave the pits or anything,
The layers here.
Okay.
I think you're going to be fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm so nervous, dude.
You've got a flower. You've got
I do.
a bow tie.
Okay.
And you've got an open heart. Mm-hmm. Whatever happens, happens. If you just talk, that's a win.
Yeah. What else do I need to, like, chocolates or something? I got the flower, I got the bow tie. Is that...
I mean, I don't think she's into chocolates unless like the chocolate covered grasshoppers or something. But I think maybe just plan a moment. Just have a moment ready where you can say something or do something that shows how you feel. I'm trying to channel Caduceus here, but I feel like if you open yourself and just are honest and open and vulnerable,
Okay.
you could be likable.
I could be likable. Yeah. I could. I've planned several moments.
You have?
I've written them down.
No way.
We'll see, though.
Oh, you're not going to tell me any.
Thank you for your advice, Beth. I've got to go find Caleb,
Okay,
and it's
bye.
just push her aside.
Caleb is looking for a children's bookstore at this moment.
I find Caleb coming out of the store.
Oh,
Hey! I wrote down all my ideas.
oh yes. Yes?
Yeah, you wanted me to write them down.
Let me see.
Here. Hand him a thing. I hand him a piece of paper.
All right, I just give it a quick look. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What?
Why?
Because. You fucking know why. Oh boy. They're magic.
I will-
They're not gonna last. It's not gonna be forever.
I will do it.
Okay.
But that's a lot, Beauregard.
What? How?
That's a lot.
How out of all the things on that list is that a lot?
You wouldn't understand. I walk away.
What are y'all even talking about?
I am so nervous. But excited.
Oh boy.
All right, unless there's any more shopping to be done.
Thank you. For now, if you are all right with this, we stay here tonight, like you said. We reach out to her again tomorrow, see if anything can be gleaned. And maybe some of us can have some little bit of pleasure for one night. Give me 1 second. It says Caleb, not Liam. Okay. He pulls out Kaliana's wand and sits on the ground and starts to begin the process for creating the tower here in this shitty sheep's quarters.
All right. And with the completion of the casting, the familiar door reveals itself, the tower interior awaiting your entry.
Now, I regret to inform the majority of you and myself that we will in fact be sleeping in this shithole. Beauregard, Yasha, the tower is yours.
Oh, we're doing this tonight?
We're doing this tonight.
Oh, yes.
What are we doing tonight?
I push Yasha into the door.
I pull out my Yash, she's gone.
And it shuts.
You can do this.
Is that a flower? Gently guiding you to the door. There
I'm gonna go on a date. Bye!
stand.
The door closes behind as the rest of you stand there in the rather cramped, unpleasant, but functional quarters for your night's rest at the behest of Caleb.
Okay. Let me put the alarm spell on the shitty door.
Yeah, please, yeah.
We're gonna do this tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't care.
And we're gonna take a break. 'Cause we're past break time. I went a little long. My apologies.
45 more minutes to think about things. Fuck.
The door slams shut behind Beauregard as the both of you stand in the bottom of Caleb's nine-sided tower, freshly renovated. Caleb, take it away.
No,
I
it's
sort
not.
of put in some requests to Caleb. I don't know how any of this is going to turn out. Art is subjective to interpretation, right?
I love art, so
Yeah.
this is perfect.
This will be like a weird gallery of what I wanted and what we got.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Will you go on a date with me? I thought this was gonna happen earlier. I'm kind of fast tracking things now.
Yes, I would love to go on a date with you. I was thinking this was going to happen later as well, so
Yeah.
I'm not as prepared.
Me neither.
I didn't take a shower.
I have really bad BO.
I like BO. It's great. So I'm Shahasian. I can't smell. I'm in.
Okay.
Wow. This feels weird that they're all sleeping out there and we're having a great time, but fuck it.
I kind of thought this was gonna happen in like Nicodranus when like Veth was gonna be with her husband and like Jester and Ford would go bone somewhere. I don't know. I thought it wouldn't be like a thing.
Here you go, you're in and everybody's outside. But, listen. I feel like it feels like the world is ending all the time, so we might as well.
Yeah. Cheers to that. Let me
Cheers.
just get ready
Let me
real quick,
give me
and
2
I
seconds.
put on my bow tie.
Okay.
I just do a quick comb with my fingers.
You hear a bell go ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and right down at your feet is Frumpkin, the cat.
I think we should follow the hospitality staff.
Oh, yes, sir, lead the way.
Please. Good Frumpkin.
When you crest the top, there is an easel with just a little note on it that says Willkommen, and there are
An easel? So Airbnb.
sparse, not many, but black and blue flower petals just sort of floating, rotating slowly in the column in the center of this chamber that is used for floating up to higher regions.
I can't tell if I'm hot or cold. Hang on.
Frumpkin actually starts floating up in front of you, the bell going ding, 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 ding.
I'm cold, but I'm sweating.
Yeah, me too.
And
Okay.
as he rises above you, and Frumpkin disappears into it. Ding, ding, ding.
Shall we?
Sorry, I thought you were giving me something new on my hand. It's been a minute. Wait, but I grab the petals, a couple of the petals, and I put them in my book really quickly. I just want to save these. Okay. Here's my hand.
Okay.
Okay, so as the two of you slowly, hand in hand, float up through the open iris into the great hall above, you ascend into darkness, and you see the iris, the brass iris, close beneath you, so you're in total darkness. And you feel your feet very gently just sort of land back down on the floor, on this iris. And you're alone together, feeling each other's hands in the dark. And you see, after a brief moment, a runway of amber-colored, miniature, long-haired dachshunds come aglow in the dark like a runway, leading towards, in a path towards one wall in this 9-sided chamber. And Frumpkin, you see, in this dim light, just walking forward and the tail going ding, 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 ding.
What are these most glorious creatures?
These are wiener dogs. I think this is a wiener red carpet, but I'm trying to interpret what Caleb meant.
Holy shit.
Yes. Are they cute?
I reach down and I give some scritches, and I just keep scritching as we walk. And I'm gonna pick one up
what
and
I was hoping for.
As you make your way down between these two rows of dachshunds, you see two of Caleb's globules slowly fade up in warm light when you draw close to one of the doors, and Frumpkin turns around, and there is a little note hanging around his neck, and it says, Eins. You see a sign similar to the one you remember long ago that read, The Nestled Nook. Now, I should point out the colors of this wooden recreation are just a little more vibrant, a little more colorful than you remember, but it is unmistakably a magical fold-out recreation of the Nook. One of Caleb's globules now glow intimately over each of the 3 tables. And the doxy, like a little Santa, pulls a little sled out, and there are 2 crystal glasses on it, full of a dark amber liquid. And there's a little folded note in front of the cocktails in Widowgast script that says, Dark and Stormy. A nod to our goth barbarian, you surmise.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is...
You know, you go first. No, you.
Shit.
Yeah.
This is lovely.
He really outdid himself. This is just stop 1.
This is just stop 1?
I told Caleb, since I wanted to start over, I wanted to start over. So, my request was a little bit of a walkthrough of where we've been and some of our favorite hiding spots. And felt it was only appropriate to start at the Nestled Nook Inn. So these are just a little bit of, pre-gaming cocktails, so don't go too crazy.
I chug.
The large chamber is shrouded in darkness. The only thing lit up is this little tavern corner, all on its own, in the void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your bow tie.
Thank you. Veth helped me pick that out.
Boy. I got something today to use for this moment, but...
It's not that divination cream, is it? Because that might be toxic.
It is.
Oh!
But I think it smells weird. And I think I've been trying to keep my distance from you when I found out that he was listening and they were watching, but I've had a lot of people in my head and I don't want to give them you. So,
Are you talking about Lucian?
yeah. And I don't want them to see that fuck.
I mean,
That's not what that sounded weird. I don't want them to know that I care about you. Because I don't know if they're going to use that in some way, you know?
yeah.
But fuck it, I guess, you know?
I really hope you don't. I mean, clearly you do, but you shouldn't harbor any guilt about any of our previous encounters in which you clearly weren't yourself. It's not that I'm trying to compare, and I know you've been through a lot, but I hope you know I trust you. And I don't feel like I have any right to say that what we're going into is any different because I don't know. I don't know Lucian's capabilities separate from Oban or anybody else. But that wasn't you, and you shouldn't judge yourself as if it was.
I try not to. I think it's getting easier. But, I still am haunted every night with the look on your face when I almost killed you. But
I still think of the look on your face when I bruised the fuck out of your eye, punching the shit out of you. Trying to get you to snap out of it. They're not pleasant memories, Yasha.
it's funny, we don't have a lot of pleasant memories, it seems. But we've all come together and tried to make some.
Here's to making some more tonight.
Absolutely.
Last time we were here, in the nestled nook, Lucian was still Molly.
God, I miss him so bad.
I don't think I ever got the story of how the two of you met. But let's save that for location number 2.
Okay.
Frumpkin!
There's a little note hanging under his chin, and it says, Svi. And
Time to number 2.
What? Oh, that's 2? Okay. So
the entire room goes dark again, and you sit in darkness for a moment, and little amber doxies boom, 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 lead away from the tavern where you are. You surmise back towards the center of the room, and Frumpkin just strolls along, inviting you behind him. And you see a curtain or drape being pulled all around the entire room. Different pieces being stretched out until you see black and blue wildflowers painted on this backdrop surrounding you all around the room. And the curtain undulates gently, giving the effect of flowers blowing in the wind, and as you reach the center of the room and you hear just a little more tinkle of the bell, you see a picnic blanket sitting in the center, and there is a little basket with a black and blue checkered cloth in it, and there are tacos with fish and insects, some of them still moving.
Just my favorite.
There is another basket with several more bottles of Lionette wine. And as you reach the picnic blanket and sit down, you see a few doxies running in different directions across the room, and long green silks get pulled across the entire floor, and those undulate as well. And as you sit there, it's art and pageantry, but it does create the effect of sitting in a field of wildflowers, and the globules of light are dim, and it feels like the early part of evening.
This is so beautiful.
It's like living in a painting.
Yeah.
Tacos?
My favorite. Yes.
I furl out the blanket, lay it down, crack open a bottle of wine.
Oh, yes, I'm very excited to try.
This is a good year. My father, he had a rough time this year. A lot of barrels wasted due to a giant flood that came into the vineyard. So only the ones that were on the topmost shelf were the ones that were able to survive. So
that's limited.
very few bottles of this. I mean, seems like a magical creation. We'll see how it does.
I'm in.
Pour 2 glasses. So how did you and Molly meet?
Well, when I was going through the wastes of Jorhas, when I was not quite myself for weeks or maybe a month, however long it was, I don't know. When I finally came to, he was the first person that I saw. And he was so beautiful. I had been in just, there was no color, there was no life, there was no anything out there in the wastes in Jorhas. And then when I saw him, he was a kindred spirit. And he introduced me to everybody in the circus. And they took me in. And him and I were the best of friends, and I was weird and he was weird. We all were weird. And he just completely accepted me for who I was, and he didn't ask any questions. But he changed my life in a very big way. But that's how we met. He was the first person I saw, and I don't know, however long I was. I mean, obviously not including Oban and whatever happened with that during that time, but that's how we met.
I hope you feel like we've been your new circus.
Yeah.
accepted by all of us weirdos.
Yeah.
Is it not the same?
It is better.
In what way?
There's a closeness that we all have that I haven't experienced with a group of people like this before. I care about everyone so deeply. And I feel that love back. And I loved everyone in the circus. They were all so full of life and, But everyone in our group is family. And that's something I didn't ever quite have.
I'll never forget seeing you for the first time at the circus and the crazy...
I think I carried you?
You did.
Why? Why did I carry you?
Because you were trying to confiscate everyone's weapons, and I didn't want you to take my staff, so I pretended that I was injured, and Jester was like, "Oh yeah, she's got a hurt leg,
Oh,
got
so
a
I was
limp."
trying to help you in, and
It was super
yeah, that's
dumb.
right.
You saw through my bullshit real quick.
I didn't. I thought you were hurt, I think.
You did
Didn't?
not. There was no way. I mean, if you want to like make me feel good now, that's I'll take it.
I may have been distracted with things, but I remember when I saw all of you, it was... Boy, that day changed everything.
It's interesting you talking about Molly being this burst of color in your monochromatic life, because part of the reason you stood out like a sore thumb is because you were this black and white and gray monochromatic vision amongst this fairy tale of color.
You hear a squeaky wheel in the distance, and there's a little stack of black moss cupcakes on it, and he just stops in front of Yasha and just looks up.
There they are, yes! Black moss cupcakes.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
This is just the greatest hit.
Had to, all the greatest hits.
Squitchies.
Aren't they the best?
Oh, I just love them.
Oh, these
So much
buddies. I know you like dogs.
Oh, just love them. I just can't get enough. Oof.
Caleb got a little bugged out about me turning the cats into dogs.
Really?
I know.
Well,
I mean, it kind of makes
she
sense.
would add them to the mix. I love cats, but dogs, I just
Like a
love
cats and dogs living together in harmony.
them. Yes,
That's.
Traders.
We should pitch that to him.
Traders both.
I think so.
Cheers to black moss cupcakes, I guess.
So how are you doing? I know that's kind of a loaded question, but
I'm
are
okay.
you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah. Hearing the news from Udala yesterday about how they're prosecuting the Cobalt Soul members that were responsible for my being there. I don't know. It gave me a resolve and a sense of purpose and assurance that I didn't know I was looking for. Felt like it kind of cleared away any final reservations I had with the reserve, and I mean, I'm still my regular skeptic self, but it was good to hear that not all of bureaucracy will stand for that type of bullshit. Hey. I just want you to know, just before we continue this, whatever this night is, that I have no expectations, and at the end of all of this, if it just... you have the reassurance of knowing that I'm somebody that you can come and talk to if you need to, and that's enough for me.
Thank you for saying that. I feel the same way. But at the same time, things really changed for me when we went to Comorda. And I saw you with your family, and I got a glimpse into how your world was when you were growing up, and I fell in love with you in Comorda.
I look at the dachshunds behind me.
That just came out so fast, and I didn't know that was gonna come out right then. I say that, I don't, whew. I don't have expectations either, but I really care about you, and I hope, if anything, that you know I'm so proud of the person that you've become. Just seeing where you started and where you are now, and you have completely done that on your own. And you blow me away.
Feelings mutual. You could have left at any time. You kept coming back to this group. Why?
You guys are the only family that I have. And I think, I am so scared.
When I was in Comorda, that fear of losing this family, I almost sabotaged it. Just so that I wouldn't have to deal with the angst and the anguish of wondering if and when and how this family will fall apart. Like ripping off a Band-Aid that was never there. Or I guess over a wound that was never there. Just tried to rip it off for the pain and nothing else.
Yeah. That's relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so scared to lose everyone. I think that's why I kept showing up. Also trying to kill everybody, so that doesn't really make any sense. But, I don't want to lose anyone, because I don't know if I could survive that again. But I feel like people keep asking me, like, what's your purpose? You know, and Lucian asked me that, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's just to protect. To try to keep everybody safe and alive.
That's why you're my favorite.
Who, me? Oh, I want to kiss you so bad.
I want to kiss you so bad.
Okay.
I was about to ask you.
I jump all over.
I kissed her!
There it is.
Just like cupcakes are on the side of the wall.
Making a mess.
7 areas left untouched.
Yeah, flu.
You see another little placard hanging under Frumpkin's face, and it says dry, which you know very well by now from hanging out with Caleb is the Zemnian word for 3. But then the card falls away, and it says the common word, die. And all the globules of light blaze as bright as they can, and the flowery curtain all around the room drops and spills down to the floor, and all of the 9 double doors in this entire room are open and filled with what look like amber, leather-clad, humanoid figures with Doberman pincer heads. Yes, Beauregard, these are the ninjas you requested.
Yes!
I need you both roll initiative. Whoa, what are you gonna do? All 9 of them are now rushing in from all sides.
So I'm kind of like on top of Yasha, right? Because we were in like the middle of this like heated makeout. So as I'm like kind of straddling her, I'm like, sorry, babe. Gotta handle these ninjas. And without like really moving much, I just kind of like cartwheel off of her into a standing position. And I take out my staff and I do like a really extra flourish for no real reason. And then I go after the ninjas
Go for it.
with my staff.
Go for it. You're attacking
Just
the.
like, but it's like really like Jedi, like
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of, I'm like,
Episode 3 flourish.
yes, I bet, like putting on,
Nonsensically.
full
Yeah.
on episode 3 flourish, nonsensical, none of this would hit.
Go for it.
But,
First one's coming at you right now.
oh my god, oh my god,
Oh, so scary.
oh god, that is and I rolled like shit for me, which is funny, 17,
17 still hits.
all right. Next one, that's a natural 17 for a total of 29.
All right. Go ahead. Don't even worry about damage.
Pop.
The first one runs to you. Whack! You hit the first one that comes at you. As you hit it, poof, it explodes in a spray of would be black and blue glittering illusory dust off that side.
And I
Second
just
one.
turn my hair in the glitter. So I kind of look at Yasha, and I go for the second one.
Whoosh!
Fake faint.
Oh my god.
The staff goes through the second one without even looking. That one just gets bisected. You watch as it poof, scatters into more glitter dust around you.
I take some of the glitter dust and I just like smear it across my face.
That's gonna be there for years.
Yeah.
Herpes in the
Oh
craft
no.
world.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's in my.
The remaining 7 come rushing in.
Oh, pop, pop. Flurry of blows.
Go for it. Before their turn comes.
Burn those key points.
Hey, yeah, all the key
We're
points.
going to bed. In
Okay.
theory?
Okay. So I am going to take my staff and I do like a spin and I toss it in the air and I go, pop, pop, and then I catch it.
They both just explode into glitter dust.
Yes.
You catch the staff mid-air. With
Babe,
that.
I might need help with these ninjas. Babe, I got a ninja problem.
Let me help you exterminate.
As you begin to stand up to join her, the other 5 come rushing in.
Oh no.
2 against you. It's a 14 hit.
It misses.
Overhead.
Oh no!
Strong. She's too strong.
A 23, does that hit?
That does it.
Oh no.
You take
Babe,
one
help!
1 point of bludgeoning damage as one leaps, a flying kick that hits you and like kind of like just pushes your head a little bit before it kicks off.
Yes, it works. Yes.
Yeah, they're barely unseen servants.
Yeah, they are vaguely there. The other 3 rush towards you. One goes to try and grapple you from behind to hold you. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 9, so 28.
It's like being held by like a warm breeze. It's holding on, and your ear, but you're just like it's immaterial. The other 2 come towards you to just unload on you with a series of blows. 15.
It doesn't hit.
12.
No, it doesn't hit.
Natural 1. And the last one will be a 14. They are coming at you, but you are just too powerful as these hits just kind of like tissue paper off of you. And they're just like barking and growling. You feel awesome. You feel unstoppable. It's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay.
This is what little kids do.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so if they're still, if they're grappling around
There's
me.
one grabbing you, and there's 2 like to the front and sides of you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
Not actually grappling you,
I
holding on to you.
I am going to go into a rage. And in that rage, I'm gonna look over at. I'm going to look over at Bo. I'm gonna bamf out the wings.
Yes. It's hot.
And then I'm gonna take my new sword.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna start flying around and then just like swing.
Go for it.
26.
That definitely hits. Yeah. So as you pull the wings outward, feathers scatter out and like mix with the glitter that's still kind of in the air and drifting past. You take the sword and whoosh, and as you strike through, it like just passes through and it stands there. And just explodes into glitter. As you spin around for the second strike, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, why am I rolling so well right now? Okay, so 15, 20,
It's true.
30 total.
Yeah.
The other one sees the blade coming and goes and jumps in the air to try and kick towards your head. And as you do, you sweep the blade upward and you watch it go into another shower of black and blue dust sparkling in the air. There is currently 2 left that are engaged with Beauregard.
Okay. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna fly over to her. I'm gonna grab her and pull her in and
Queen.
kiss her.
Yes.
And then flick the other 2.
Awesome. I'll give you a free action on that one. Hell yeah. So as they're just assailing, well, we'll say for the purposes of this, you're just giving into this. We'll say you're letting this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your turn.
Sentinel.
As you're holding her in there, they're both battering at you and having no impact. As you poof, poof, they both just detonate. As the glitter passes and you're left there standing, holding her as you pull back.
Make a pretty good team.
Yeah, we fucking do. Do we have more stops?
Oh god.
We'll,
The cat is there. There is a little placard. It says "Fear" on it. The center stage unfolds and reveals a fairly large, polished stone tub filled with water that is steaming hot. Just like this date. A few benches surround it, as well as an array of greenery displayed in planters about the water. There's a sign hanging off the lip of the stage, and it bears the familiar words, Steam's Respite. And it does in fact look like a stylized version of the bathhouse you visited in Zadash. The stages on the left and right are a touch more elaborate, and you hear gears clanking and turning inside the folded contraptions, extending up and broadening out, and you watch as 2 platforms begin to erect themselves before your eyes. Ladders fall down, and lengths of highly polished brass metal begin to extend out in segments until you see 2 slightly varied brass water slides that lead to the stone pool of water before you. One slide comes down in a curve to the very edge of the tub. The other one is just a short little dip into space, which leads for a 10-foot drop into the water. They're a little bit different. Finally, underneath each of these 2 platforms, surrounded
Parrot samurais.
surrounded by more greenery that is sliding into place as I speak, there are 2 large apex predator cats. Bear with me here. A pair of massive amber lionesses sit proudly amongst fragrant eucalyptus leaves, and beside each of them, a straw mat rests. On one platform, there is also another easel from Caleb with a short note. Dear Beauregard, please forgive my deviating from your explicit instructions, but as a fan of rule breaking, I think you will likely permit the transgression. Besides, what better gift could I offer the lionette? Please enjoy your massage and soak. See you tomorrow at breakfast. CW.
Well, what happens in here? Do we fight?
We don't fight. They rub
Yes.
our backs. For a massage. It's a massage. He got us a massage. Yes.
I've missed massages so much.
Me too. Well, tower's ours. Claim the rest of the night with me?
Absolutely.
I strip naked, go up to one of the water slides, go down into the hot tub.
It's hot.
Huh?
I strip naked. Fly up to the top of the water slide.
Go, let's go. Come on.
Put 'em back in. I know I can't take them out twice, but
They haven't faded yet.
they haven't faded. Okay, good.
Time gets weird here for the time being. Because why the fuck not?
And then I'll go down the slide sideways like this.
Flying through the air.
Yes.
And then I just cuddle up into her, wrap my arms around her, give her another big kiss.
The whole room darkens as the few globules that are here dim, 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 and you once again earn a little small intimate pocket of light in this giant chamber. And then you start to see illusory fireworks in the dark above you. And as you look at each other's faces in this hot tub, you see those lights reflected on each other's beautiful faces, reds and blues and greens.
Hey. I love you too.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Just lay my head on her shoulder. Enjoy the show.
Oh, but at some point, I'm very curious about
The mirror?
something in your bedroom.
The mirror.
Yes, the mirror in your bedroom.
Bed is made whenever you're ready.
We'll enjoy the show first.
Okay. We enjoy the show.
All right.
Update night.
That's a best date ever.
Yeah, steam.
Steam fills the camera as the fireworks fade off. Then we'll go ahead and finish tonight's episode.
Oh, of the group sits outside. It smells like farts out here.
I will just throw in one last little detail because there was a chance you were going to go to your rooms.
Yeah.
And eventually you will, and eventually you're going to fuck. But
I want to know everything.
when you enter into the sitting room, not you, Yasha, but you, Beauregard, with your passive perception, notice a very slight change to the stained glass window above the fireplace, which is a picture of the Mighty Nine, their backs staring out at a field in the Empire. And the only change, it's very minimal, is the Yasha and Beau's hands are linked together.
Come on.
Scene.
Well,
My good friend.
an evening to take a moment to appreciate the reason you fight and the things worth protecting with the dangers ahead. To take a moment of respite, well earned, of connection, well needed, and to take stock in what's important.
Yeah, y'all hooked up!